All right, boys and girls, I am so excited to introduce a new math strategy. This is absolutely one of my favorites. This is called Take from 10 or shopping. It also involves renaming and some great thinking. So, get out your whiteboard and let's get ready to learn some fun subtraction. The take from 10 strategy is done exactly the same way as our place value drawings or our picture proofs, except for instead of using pictures, we are now using an equation, which will make your papers a little bit nicer and neater and also your work more efficient. In order to take from 10, we need to remember our close benchmarks and our big benchmark numbers. Remember, these are the next 10 or the next 100. I usually call the close benchmarks, you will see me just put CB. And for the big benchmarks, I usually just put BB for big benchmark. Our close benchmark are the next 10. Our big benchmark are the next 100. And it's exactly what we used in our picture proofs. All right, as we look at our hundreds chart, remember I do like to have the 100 at the top and the 1 in the bottom. That way, as we get bigger, our chart actually gets taller, just like our numbers would. So our 100 would be our big benchmark, or the next 100. All the numbers on the side here are our next 10s, or our close benchmarks. Sometimes we even call them our decade numbers. These are the important numbers that we're going to use on all of our equations. All right, let's do some reviewing here. So, push pause and write down the answer to all these questions, and then check back when you're finished. All right, 72's next 10 equals 80. 45's next 10 equals 50. 81's next 10 equals 90. 30's close benchmark is actually 30. And that's because if we went to the store and the clerk says that will be $30, we would just give them $30. That is the 10. And 94's next 10, or close benchmark, is 100. Remember, these would be the numbers all the way to the right of our hundreds chart. They're all the numbers that end in the zeros. So make sure you practice those. All right, let's practice some renaming. And this time we're just going to rename with the number 72. So again, press pause and see if you can't rename 72 all these different ways. All right, you should have 72 equals 70 plus 2. You should have 72 equals 60 plus 12. 72 equals 50 plus 22. 72 equals 40 plus 32. 72 equals 30 plus 42. 72 equals 20 plus 52. And 72 equals 10 plus 62. These are all just another way to break apart a number. Earlier in the school year, we practiced doing it like this. But now we're just going to write it in equation form. So I hope you're really good about breaking numbers apart. All right, let's do some other renaming. So press pause and make this a true equation. Let's check. 14 equals 10 plus 4. 37 equals 20 plus 17. 62 equals 50 plus 12. 50 equals 30 plus 20. And 29 equals 10 plus 19. How did you do on all those renaming practice? And again, all they are is another way to do a break apart. Earlier in the year, it looked like that. You might have been practicing having them look like a bar model like this. But they're all just a different way to say that number or to give a value for that number, but they have to be equivalent. All right, now we're going to practice some equations. So my equation is 21 minus 13. I'm going to write it vertically or going down like that. So I have 21 minus 13. Now, in order to do this, the bottom, I'm just going to write minus 13 equals minus 13. Do you see that right there? Because that's the same thing, but that's actually what I'm going to be subtracting. Now, above this minus 13 on this side of the equal sign, I'm going to put the next 10. Well, 13's next 10 is 20, so I put it right directly above the 13. That's the part I actually am going to subtract. So that's what I will be doing there. Now, the rest of it, I have to make the top equation a true statement. 21 equals 20. I need to add a plus 1 to it. Because without that plus 1, it wouldn't be a true equation. So that's my break apart. Now, I'm not going to do anything to the 1, so I just bring it straight down. The 20 minus 13 is actually where I'm going to subtract. And I'm going to put a 7 there. Notice that is simply my partner. 13 plus 7 equals 20. Now to find the answer, I just add 7 plus 1 and get 8. And that is my final answer. So I box it there. Let's try another. All right, this equation is 43 minus 27. So I'm going to write it vertically, 73 minus 27. Now, the 27 is what I'm going to subtract. So on the other side of the equal sign, I just write minus 27 because that's what I'm going to subtract. Now, put your pencil on the 27 and think to yourself, what is 27's next 10? And write it up above, and it's 30. So 27's next 10 is 30. Now I need to rename it or break 43 apart. So if I break 43 apart, I will have a 30 and a 13. So that's why there's a 13 there. Now that's a true equation. 30 plus 13 equals 43. Now I'm not going to do anything to the 13. I'm just going to bring it down. It's a lot like, let me show you the picture proof here. If I had 43 and I wanted to subtract 27, I would take away the 30 because it's the next 10. So do you see that 30 there? That's the same 30 that's right there. Do you see the 13 that's left that I haven't touched? That's the 13 that's right there. Notice I didn't do anything with the 13 in my picture proof, and I'm not going to do anything with the 13 there. The 30 that I took away, remember, I have to give them their change back, which is 3. So 30 subtract 27 equals 3 because 7's partner is 3. So if you look at our picture proof, our final answer is 16. If you look at our equation, our final answer is 13 plus 3 equals 16. Let's try one without any help. So I have a minus 26. On this side of my equation, I write minus 26. Don't forget the subtract sign because that's what we're doing. Now put your pencil on 26 and think to yourself, what is 26's next 10? And write it right up above the 26. You should have thought 30 because 26's next 10 equals 30. Now we are renaming or breaking apart the 44. One part of it is 30, the other part is 14. Okay, remember we don't do anything to the 14, so just bring it down. Now, what is 30 subtract 26? Or think in your head, what does 26 need to get to 30? And you can think the number line now. You've had a lot of practice with number lines. So how did you get from 26 to 30 on the number line? Well, you added a 4. So 14 plus 4 equals 18. And your final answer is 18. Great job. All right, 35 subtract 19. Remember, the first thing we do is put a 19, subtract 19 on that side. And then in your mind, think 19's next 10. Well, 19's next 10 is 20. And now you just have to finish renaming 35, because 35 does not equal 20. It equals 20 plus 15. Bring the 15 down because we're not doing anything to the 15. Now think back to your number line. How does 19 get to 20? By adding a 1. So 15 plus 1 equals 16. Great job. Okay, 50 subtract 33. Pause the video and try this on your own. All right, did you start out by putting a minus 33 over there? And then in your mind thinking 33's next 10 equals 40. Now I just need to rename 50 as a 40 plus a 10. You're not doing anything with the 10, so you just bring it down. Now 40 subtract 33, or think back to that number line. How does 33 get to 40? By adding the partner, which is 7. 10 plus 7 equals 17. How did you do? Did you get that one? Great. 81 subtract 57. Pause. Let's check your work. You should have a minus 57 on the bottom. And then in your head, you thought 57's next 10 equals 60. How do I rename 81 equals 60? By adding a 21. Remember, you don't do anything to the 21, so I just draw an arrow and bring it down. Now 60 subtract 57, or think back to that number line. If you're at 57, how do you get to 60? By adding the partner. 21 plus 3 equals 24. How do you like take from 10? I absolutely love it. Again, we call it shopping because if you thought of this as money, if I went to the store with $81 and they said that will be $57, I would give them the 60. I would keep 21 in my wallet and they would take 57 out of my 60 and give me the 3 back, just like the picture proves. I love these. They will take a little bit of practice, so make sure after the video that you do a few more problems so that you will be really good at this and ready to get into good numbers. Have a great day.